Welcome back to the Post-Gazette Pirates YouTube channel. I'm Andrew Destin. No Noah Hiles today, he's off, but the Pirates, they lose 6-5 Saturday afternoon at Cool Today Park here in Northport, Florida. Here are my 3 takeaways from the game. First one would be Mike Burrows, who's the starting pitcher today, covered 2 innings for the Pirates. Not exactly the best performance from Mike Burrows, but I thought he was fine. The slider, the changeup were 2 pitches that really stood out. He recorded both of his strikeouts with each of those offerings. Those really are notable ones because with Burrows, it's all about the secondary stuff. He's such a polished pitcher in the way that his ability to attack hitters is predicated not on blowing 100-mile-an-hour fastballs by you, but it's the curveball, it's the changeup, it's the slider. He really had all of that working for him. His biggest issue was falling behind in counts, getting really deep in them. The first inning, he had to leave a little bit prematurely. He got to 27 pitches after just 2/3 of an inning, then came back in the second inning because spring training, you can work with that sort of thing. But all told, it was a fine performance from Burrows, and really it's noteworthy that prior to the game, manager Jared Triolo, when asked if he views Burrows as a guy who could be a Luis Ortiz type of candidate from last season where you operate in a long relief role and then ultimately become a starter, he kind of brushed that notion off and said that they still view Burrows as a starting pitcher. I think that's noteworthy because he's still starting games here on March 8th. There's less than 3 weeks to go until the Pirates break camp to go to Miami for the season opener. I don't know if Burrows necessarily will be a starting pitcher at that time, but they certainly view him as one for the long term. Next takeaway would be Jared Triolo. He had a terrific afternoon, 3 for 3 at the plate, 2 singles, a triple. We all know what Jared Triolo can do with the glove. Last year, a National League Gold Glove Award winner for the utility man position. He certainly earned that because of his ability to play both second and third base tremendously. He could fill in a pinch at first. He also can play shortstop. Well, he's played all 4 positions this spring and feels comfortable doing so at all 4 of them. The bigger question with Triolo is, can he improve offensively? Can he take a step forward at the plate? We've seen so far this spring, it's been a challenge. Coming into today, 2 for 18, but today a 3 for 3 afternoon. These kind of moments, they're big for Triolo. If he can continue to stack together these kinds of offensive performances and potentially take them into the regular season, that would be beneficial for a guy who in the big leagues has a career OPS below 700. Personally, I think Triolo, it's always going to be glove first with him, but if he can take the next step offensively, that would certainly be titanic for the Pirates. Third takeaway, Tim Mayza, the left-handed reliever who the Pirates signed over the offseason, a 33-year-old who spent the majority of his big league career at the Toronto Blue Jays. At the end of 2024, he was at the New York Yankees. That's because he was designated for assignment. This is a guy who last year struggled. He admitted that both the sinker and the slider, the 2 pitches he throws pretty much 100% of the time, he struggled to locate both of those offerings in 2024. That's why he pretty much struggled all year long. He had an excellent outing today. An inning, a clean one, a single he gave up, but 2 strikeouts, induced a weak pop-up. He looked excellent today. And we haven't seen Tim Mayza in a while. The last time he pitched was on Sunday against the Tigers. I asked Eric Shelton after the game on Friday if Tim Mayza was okay. No issues. He pitched today. The velocity was fine. He was sitting there in the mid-90s. Mayza has an opportunity to be a really important left-handed reliever for this bullpen. They have other guys in contention. Certainly Caleb Ferguson is one. Ryan Barucki, who was so excellent in 2023, he factors into those equations as well. But as of right now, Tim Mayza, he's a guy that I think is the front runner to be that interesting left-handed option at the back ends of games. And Derek Shelton, why is he high on him? Because he can induce ground balls. Because over his big league career, over 50% of balls put in play against him, they've been ground ball outs or grounders in general. So didn't do a whole ton of that today, but he looked solid. The repertoire is getting there. It was a solid outing from Tim Mayza. Those are the 3 takeaways on Mr. Burrows, on Mr. Mayza, and of course Mr. Triolo. Thanks for following on to all of our content at PG Pirates. You can check us out on YouTube. We'll check you again next time.
Thank you for checking out this content from Post-Gazette Sports. If you watch this video on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. For all of the sports coverage the Post-Gazette has to offer, visit post-gazette.com.